Hello and welcome to this exciting encounter between truly Marians and Dbis Blasters in the Jfsc Dads Premier League 2025-26. We're going to get the match underway, and Dbis Blasters have won the toss and elected to bowl. Oh, that's a nice delivery. It's going to be called a wide by the umpire. That swung a lot. Was pitched a little outside off, but swung right down the leg side and nicely collected by the keeper. First runs on the board. A play and a miss that was slightly wide, and he's picked that up to be hit over the cover region, but not able to do so far. Here's Watsal Shah again. And that's hit high up in the air. It's a beautiful shot. What a start that is. Truly Marians' first boundary on the cards. Anzar Chaugule this time. Not wasting any time whatsoever. If it's slightly full, he's going to go aerial for it. And that's something that has been the feature of most of the opening batsmen in the power play. They're very brave in how they play in the first 6 overs. And it maximizes their chances to get the most runs. Here he is again. This one again down the leg side. Will they look for a single? No, they don't. Just the 2 legal deliveries so far, and the score is 6. The Blasters have indeed won the toss and elected to bowl. Oh, that's nicely bowled. It was pitched and that came in. Didn't give the batsman much room. Just tapped it around. Easy collection for the fielder at mid-wicket. He would want to bowl a couple of more those kind of deliveries. Watsal. Watsal to Anzar again. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Straight to the fielder. And an attempt on the stumps as the non-striker was backing. So, good fielding and good cricket all around. Third dot of the over. Nicely bowled again. Watchfully played by Anzar. Must respect the good deliveries. And that's exactly what he did there. Last delivery of the over. Oh, that's a nicely played. Was that in the gap? That is in the gap, and that's gone for 4. Slightly short there, and he was quick to punch onto it down the ground, and that's going to be a boundary to end the over. It's a good start for the Marians. It's 10 for no loss after 1. Kunal's a new bowler to bowl the second over. He's going to be bowling from the pavilion end. They look for two. No, that's going to be just a single. So Vidyut off the mark of the first delivery. Gets Anzar Chaugule back on strike. Kunal shades. No slips. There is a fielder at deep point. Oh, that came in nicely and well fielded by Kunal of his own bowling. Here's Kunal again. Oh, that's a play and a miss. Was there a faint edge there? This time there was no movement. Slightly outside the off stump, gave himself room and tried to hit it a little too hard for his liking. Ended up missing the ball completely, going to the keeper for another dot. Good start by Kunal, just the one run in his first three deliveries. Anzar Chaugule is standing slightly outside his crease there to negate the swing. This is short and this is played down the ground and nicely fielded by mid-on there. Restrict the batsman for just a single. They'll be happy to give that away. Looks like a good pitch to bat on. The true bounce, ball coming nicely onto the bat. Only difference can be made if the length is good enough for the bowling, for the batting. This is wideish, and that's gone through the keeper's legs. That's going to be 4 byes. Oh, he's going to regret that. That was almost easy pickings, but that could have been a little low for his liking there. And 4 byes to the Marians. Vidyut taking a look at the field. He's standing quite inside the crease there. It's played on the leg side. It's in the gap, but nicely fielded by mid-on. And a single to end the over. It's 17 for no loss after being put into bat. We'll have to see if Vatsal will be continuing with the bowling. Nope, it's going to be Vishesh who will bowl the next over. That's over number 3. Vidyut Soda. Just waiting up till the bowler would get his shoelaces tied. All checks done, all fielding reviewed, and back to the cricket. Vishesh Sangoi bowling his first over. That's edged, and what a catch that is! Incredible catch. It looked like he slipped for a minute. What a take that was, one-handed. His hand was right where the ball is and it stuck like a glue ball. That's the first wicket for the Blasters. Vishesh straight into the attack and doing his job. Look at this. Look at that. He was falling down there. I think he slipped because
What
of
a catch.
the view. But
Incredible
great take in the end. He's looking at the ground in absolute surprise there. What a catch that is. And Vidyut will have to be the first wicket that walks back to the pavilion for the truly Marians, as the Dbis Blasters draw first blood here at the Jfsc Dads Premier League 25-26. It's been an exciting tournament. Been a lot of matches that really feel that are going away from the opposition, and then bang, a couple of wickets and they're back in the game and the whole tide changes. So quite exciting for the viewers and all of us here in the commentary box and the studio. Chirag Shah is the new batsman in, the captain, batting at number 3 for his team. Nice bright purple pads he's wearing there. So Vishesh, after picking up a wicket on his first delivery, is going to be bowling to the captain, Chirag. Oh, that was nicely played. And he's stolen a single there. Excellent running between the wickets by Chirag. The minute he hit the ball, he knew it's going to take some time for the fielder at mid-on to come and get it. But managed that single beautifully. Good running between the wickets. The delivery to Anzar. That's a foolish ball, but played straight to cover. No timing on that. It was more of a defensive push there. Another excellent delivery. Length ball, not able to cut it or drive it. Again, straight to the fielder at cover. Another dot ball. He's bowling with a plan, Vishesh. This one's slightly of a short delivery that was played hard, but back to the bowler by Anzar. Looks slightly frustrated that he's not able to put it away. And this one's a slow delivery. It's in the air and falls safe. Straight to the fielder at third man. Batsman's call for 2 runs and makes it comfortably. So excellent over comes to the end. Just 3 runs and a wicket from it. 20 for 1 after 3. Truly Marians. You can see that ball was in the air for quite some time, but landing between the fielder inside the circle and third man was running to save the boundary there. Chirag taking strike as Kunal Sheth comes to bowl his second over. He's bowling it nicely. This is short and that's pulled straight to the square leg boundary for 4. Good start to the over and first boundary for the captain Chirag. Go fetch it, he says. So slightly short, and the ball's always coming in to the body of the batsman. Very easy to rock back and just place it over square leg for a boundary. Another one wrapped on the pads, in swinger, looking for a run there, and off his pads. It's good fielding in the end. We're seeing these Dbis blasters bowlers doing some good in swing onto the right hander. Previous ball hitting it on the pads on that occasion, going down the leg. Yeah, this is short, and this is smashed away to the boundary for 4. Excellent shot. It was quite short. The ball waited, and it was waiting to be hit, and Chirag Shah does just that. Rocks back on his back foot and punches it through the infield for a boundary. This one really cut back inside and watchfully played by Chirag. It's okay to give away the dot ball if you've already scored a couple of boundaries in the over. It's going to be a wide ball, pulled quite wide there on that occasion. 2 more deliveries to go from this Kunal Sheth over. It's a nice delivery. Be another dot ball. Slight change in pace there. The batsman did a check shot, just playing that defensively to the fielder at shot cover. It's played on the leg side and will be a single as he keeps the strike. 30 for 1 after 4, truly Marians, having lost that wicket in the 3rd over. Have had a good over so far. It's 10 runs off the last over. Vishesh comes back to bowl. Oh, it's a nicely played shot and good running between the wickets between Chirag and Anzar. It's wrapped on his pads. So I think will be leg byes probably. Nicely played. Be a dot ball. The Blasters doing a good job to contain the Marians. That one's bowled straight on the stumps and Chirag Shah tapping it for a single to mid-wicket. Another dot ball in this over. Blasters have managed to keep the Marians quiet. And that's a nicely stroked shot straight to the fielder. Same for the stumps, and that's going to be overthrows. Just an easy single given away. There's no need to take a shy at the stumps, especially when you probably realize there's no backup. So there was a shot fine leg who could connect and ensure that there's no extra run. But 2 runs it is, 1 through the overthrows. 35 for 1 now after 5. Truly, Marians haven't got off to a flyer, but they're playing quite cautiously at the moment, keeping their wickets intact, probably for a final assault in the later overs. We'll just have to wait and watch what happens. So it's Vatsal again who will be bowling. Bowled the first over, has given away 10 runs of it. This will be the last over. Of the power play. The batsman would want to make the best of this, especially Captain Chirag. That one's again a wide. Flicked away, that's fine. Where's that going? That is going for 4. Delicately played. There's nobody behind the stump there. There is a square leg that's quite wide, so that's definitely not the line you need to bowl. Chirag is absolutely up to it. This one was slightly on the pads and he flicked it away nicely. And that's nicely played. Beautiful shot into the gap. That's gone for another boundary. Not wasting any chances here. This was slightly short. Picked that one from outside the off stump. There she goes in no man's land, trickling towards the boundary for 4. Good stuff by the captain. He's raced on to 20 runs now of his 12 deliveries. Vatsal bowling his 3rd delivery. That one's slightly slow. I hope the batter's okay. Yeah, I think he's fine. That one was really slow, and he got beaten for the change in pace. Oh, this is going to be wide. Pitched on middle and leg and going away from the batsman on the leg side. Surely a wide. Chirag knew it the minute it was pitched. Dot ball. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Again, slight change of pace, and Chirag was looking for that quick single. He's done that on a couple of occasions. Non-striker Anza rightfully sending him back, saying, "Say there, mate." That's wide and played straight to the fielder. So that's going to be the end of the 6th over. The score's 45 for 1. Run rate of 7.5 for the truly Marians. They must be having some score in mind. I think anything above 160 or 70 is a good total to be set. It's also a chaseable total if the batting side just manage to give away a wicket or two, and then it's going to be a match out between the two of these. But only time can tell, because there have been high scoring matches that have been chased, and scores of 130 and 140 do not get chased, all thanks to this beautiful game. Himmat is the 4th bowler that's going to be used by the Blasters this evening. Just setting up his field there. Himmat coming to bowl. He'll be bowling to Anzar, who's been pretty quiet for the last couple of overs. And that's a half volley, smashed straight down the ground. Straight to the fielder there. There's a fielder quite straight down the ground. And that's good running. Played that very late and on the stumps. Himmat again. Nice shot, nice shot. Almost cut it off. Oh, there was an attempt to run there. Chirag showing no intention to run. Flighted, and again nicely played by the batsman. Showing respect to the bowler and his craft. Leading edge, where's that going? What's that call on the way? It has. Was looking to flick that initially, and what timing was that on that delivery? Play and a miss, wide-ish delivery. 53 for 1, just The 8 runs from their over. Decent over, apart from that 6 for the bowling side. So 7 overs, 53 for 1. Truly Marians cruising along at this stage at 7.5 runs an over. They will surely need somebody to put the gas on the scoring. Have to wait and watch who is going to bowl this. The 8th over. Looks like it's Samir Shah will come to bowl. Single to start the over. Was played that late but straight to the field. A good throw and good running between the wickets by Chirag. He was off in a flash and made his ground very, very easily. Oh, it's nicely bowled. Slight confusion. The fielder slightly behind, so the batsman managed a single. Very easy single taken by Chirag. Samir Shah bowling is first from the pavilion end. That's flighted and smashed down the ground. Should be an easy stop for long on, and it is. Throw it back to the bowler. Oh, that one went straight, and the batsman played it with very watchful eyes. Did not spin that one, so good variation on display here from Samir Shah. That one spun a lot. It's a dot ball to end the over. Just the 4 runs off it. 57 for 1 after 8 overs. Truly Marians not having exactly the over that they wanted to. Setting up a field there. You want someone on the square leg boundary. Mind you, the fielding restrictions have already been lifted, so they can only have a minimum of 4 players. This is a beautiful shot, full toss ball, one bounce, and nice save on the boundary by Long On. They're standing quite straight there, and the batsman, for the shot that he's hit, deserved a 4, but good job in the end by the fielding side. Nice crisp sound of the bat. It's going to look for 2 and says no. That's a beautiful shot. Is that in the air? Where's that going? That's gone all the way for 6. Easy pickings for Anzar Chaugule, who's quite set. And apart from the start, he's been pretty quiet. But a juicy full toss, a juicy half volley rather, can change the whole mood of the batsman. And in this case, he struck it beautifully for a 6. Another one, but this time it was flighted. Almost on the pads, played that very late straight to the fielder at square leg, and unable to stop the batsman from taking a single. Another play and a miss. That's a big, big heave that the batsman tried there, missing it out completely. After 9 overs, the truly Marians are 67 for 1. Samir Shah, who bowled a tidy first over, is into the attack now, bowling the 10th over. Bowled straight on the pads this time. Batsman managed to take a single, no risk taken there by Chirag. As he gets Anzar on strike, who's batting beautifully on 30 runs from 27 deliveries. He'd want to up that strike rate. He's well set. It's a good partnership of 51 runs now. To a little applause from the team. And that's a beautiful shot played by Anzar. That's gone for 4. The fielder running from deep point there tried his soccer skills, but to no avail as the ball beats him to the fence for 4. So nice delivery by Samir that spun a lot, but that had a lot of width, and it was a short delivery. And he just latched onto it and smashed it for another boundary, Anzar. This one watchfully played late, and there is a shot third man there who restricts it to just a single. This one's nicely played again, a single. So Captain Chirag Shah playing a little bit of gully cricket here, where you touch the ball with your bat and run for everything. So great stuff here. He's brought the field closer to stop the single, and he's dropped that. So many chances. There was surely a catch there. Good attempt. There were a couple of times that he juggled it initially, and the juggling went on till the ball fell down. Unfortunate for the Blasters. There was a chance that was created thanks to this excellent piece of bowling by Samir. Only conceded 11 runs of his 11 deliveries. That's supposed to be excellent. And this one spun away slightly from him, straight to the fielder. Be another dot to end the over. It's 74 for 1 for the truly Marians after 10 overs as the players take drinks. And we'll be back in a couple of minutes. Back to the action. This is Himmat into his third over. He's bowled a dot ball to Chirag. Two batsmen looking quite happy at the moment, batting the way they are. The bowling's also been pretty tight, not given away too much. Even Stevens so far, you can say at this stage. It's nicely flighted, tried to cut that straight to cover. Want to play that a little late and into the gap. So 2 dot balls to start off after the break. That's flighted and smashed straight down the ground. And there's no chance for the fielder at long off to stop it. It's good comeback by Chirag. That one was way too full and he picked his spot beautifully. You can see long off standing pretty straight there. It's almost dead straight right on the top of your screen. Oh, that's nicely bowled. That's in the gap too. Where's that going? That's going to the boundary for 4. Back-to-back boundaries for Chirag after the break. Man, he's looking to accelerate. That delivery on that occasion was slightly short and he just punched that through cover. No chance for the fielder standing in a catching position there. And there was a huge gap open once it passed the infield. So 8 runs of the over in 4 deliveries. Nicely bowled, flighted. 1 bounce and to the fielder there. Complete an easy single. Would have had his heart in his mouth for a second there, Chirag. But lucky on that occasion. Even he moves on into the 30s. That's short and smashed for a boundary again. There's nobody there. Excellent boundary. There's wonder where the field is, because apart from the fielder at cover, you saw nobody on that position. So 3 boundaries in this over, 13 runs. A good start by the truly Marians after the break. And the run rate closing on to 8 runs and over. It's very close to that, 7.9. They do have a lot of batting left. They've saved wickets, just the 1 run. Just the 1 wicket earlier on in the power play. After which Chirag and Ansar have put on a brilliant partnership. Samir Shah comes to bowl. This will be his 3rd over. He's been the most economical of the lot. He'll be bowling to Chirag. Let's play it straight down the ground. Will be a single. It's Ansar on strike. That's short and that's cut away straight to the fielder, shot 3rd. And good throw back to the keeper. Good running between the wickets. Good cricket all round. We'll have to see how Chirag faces Samir. It's not easy to get away. He's got a nice deceptive straighter one. That's short and that's taken there at square leg. Excellent fielding. Sharp catch, I must say. Slightly short for his liking. And he pulled that but didn't get enough. Not much elevation there. Second wicket falls as Chirag Shah, who's batted brilliantly for his 37, has to walk back to the pavilion. Almost looked like Samir was on the brink of taking a wicket. Both these batsmen were looking to make runs off the left-arm orthodox spinner. On this occasion, he banged it short and straight to the fielder. Batting at number 4 for the truly Marians. Wideish and slashed over the infield. Where's that going? That's going to the boundary for 4. Almost looked like that fielder was running towards the ball, but he ran away from it. Maybe the confusion from the fielder at deep cover. He thought he would cut it off. Missed it completely. Boundary to start off. Harshit was quite wide. Bowled by Samir. Gave him the chance to free his arms. Here's the last delivery. Flighted. Tries to cut it. And straight to the fielder. It's going to be a dot ball to end the over. The 12th over that ended a successful partnership of 70 odd runs. The truly Marians are 93 for 2 after 12. Still the run rate's not gone above 8 runs and over. They would really want to capitalize on the next 8 overs, try and get at least 10 runs and over. They'll take them to a tally of upwards of 170, which seems to be a good score if you bowl as per your field. They have the wickets in hand. We'll just have to see if they're able to manage that properly or no. As Thawal Mehta is the new bowler. First ball. That's nicely played. Will be a dot ball. That'll be a single. Slightly drifting down the leg side, making it very easy for Anzar to tap it around for a single. That one's bowled on middle and off, so good delivery that by Dhawal. Storming in quickly, getting through with his yards. That one's uppishly played into mid-wicket region. That's going to be 4. Again drifting on middle and leg, and quite like a half volley for Harshit to put away. And he's done exactly that, capitalizing on the bad deliveries and dispatching them to the boundary for 4. Know what's the chat in the middle there between the bowler and the captain? Probably to put another fielder there on the leg side. Yeah, that's what he's doing, some extra cover there. Because the ball that drifts on middle and leg is more likely to go to the mid-wicket region or the cow corner. Harshit making intentions very, very clear early on in his innings. Now this one's nicely smashed. That's going to be looking for 2. He'll be happy with just a single. 6 runs of this over so far. Anzar Chogule batting on 41 now of 35 deliveries. Comes to the crease, faced the last delivery of Dhaval's first over. Super flighted, and that's missed by the fielder there. That's stopped nicely, but won't stop the batsman from taking a couple of runs. Probably the ball slipped from the bowler's arm there. It's going to be a free hit, what turned out to be a good over. Now they've conceded 9 already with 1 more delivery to go as a free hit. Didn't hit it as much as he would have liked it to, Anzar, but just a single to end the over. 103 for 2 after 13 overs. Short, straight to the fielder. Will be a dot ball. Another dot ball. Rachit into the attack. Takes a single on that occasion. That's nicely played. It's in the gap, and oh, he's managed to stop that. Couple of runs on that occasion for Harshit. Was played straight down the ground. Easy pickings for long off. Just a single as Anzar comes to strike. Tidy over by Rachit. Just the 4 runs. That's beautifully played. He's gone for it. It's high in the air. Falls in no man's land and manages to take 2 runs to end the over. It's 109 for 2. Two runs to start this over. That's again flicked on the pads, but going down. It's an appeal. It's clearly looked down. So Thawal gets a dot ball. Very lucky. That wasn't wide enough. Now Harshit making space. This is bowled straight on the stump, straight to the fielder. Good fielding. They're going to run one. Oh, it's an easy throw there. Is that going to be out? That's given him. Excellent work by the wicket keeper. Almost doing a bit of MS Dhoni there. The throw was wide from the fielder at cover. And he just flapped it around for that wicket. Making space. Very disappointed there, Harshad. I think they started to take the run, but good field decided no as Anzar went back. Harshad had to come back. Look at this take by the wicketkeeper. Look at that. And the flip there. The dive wasn't enough. Almost a half-hearted dive there. Almost made the crease and then dive for it. But I think the throw by the keeper was an excellent one. Gets the man Harshit Darji out, who's looking to accelerate. Men in orange, truly Marians, now losing wickets every couple of overs. They've lost and not that they're able to score big as well. The run rate's down to 7.6. It's been pretty tight by the Dbis blasters. Most of the bowling has been to the field. Left-handed bat. Tried to drive that. Got an inside edge. Starts off with a dot ball. Tecum is the batsman. Nice wide leg stance, as you can see on your screen. It's a very wide ball. You would have thought he would have left that to begin with. While he gets some bat onto it. And another dot ball. So it's been a great over so far. Just the 2 runs of the first delivery and a wicket too of that over. But wicket in the fielding kitty, as it was a run out. Oh, it's nicely bowled. What a shot that is. Lovely timing. And the fielder misses it. Trying to play footy there. But to be honest, he made a long run there and the ball was always going to the fence. So you can see that flighted slightly, and it's beautiful. What a shot. Wonderful composure. Lovely, exactly timing. You have the ball travelling like that. Oh, he overran it there. So Tecum looks like he's in some good touch. 15 overs gone. 115 for 3. What target would truly Marians be looking at realistically? At least 10 and over. At least 10 and over will take them to 165. Like you mentioned earlier, they have wickets in hand as Rachit comes to bowl his second. He's bowled a very tidy first over. Just gave away 6 runs. He's the 7th bowler used by the Blasters. Oh, that's nicely played. That's in the gap. That's nicely fielded as well. One-handed pick up and throw. And 2 runs. 2 Anzar, who moves on to 49. Special moment for himself and his team. He's batted well. Quite the stable batsman, not taking many risks. Putting away the bad deliveries. Another one. Wild swipe on the leg side. Fielder deep mid wicket. That's a misfield. Where's that going? That's gone for 4, and that's his 50. Loud cheer from the dugout for their opening batsman, who's completed yet another 50 in his career. Looked to hit that towards mid-wicket. Got an inside edge. Almost in front of square, near square leg. And that was a one-hand pick-up. That's a misfield by the fielder, giving away 3 extra runs. Score moves on to 121 for 3. 6 runs already off the 2 deliveries. Flighted full toss straight over the bowler's head. That's going for 4. Anzar is in the mood. Like we were just saying before the over. Look at that full toss delivery. Flighted and making no toss straight over, slapping it over the umpire's head for 4. No chance for the fielder running in from long on. Sir Chogule now looking to accelerate. Already 10 runs off this over. He's the danger man they need. Wideish. Again, he's tried to hit that on the leg side. And gets the bottom edge. Bobbles straight to the bowler. Full toss ball. And he's taken a brilliant catch there, Rachit. What a way to respond. That one was a low full toss. Anzar tried to hit that over the bowler's head and the umpire. and unsuccessful at that, went straight to Ratchet and it stuck. Look at that, great close up there. Smash and well received ball. Wonderful catch completed. No celebration. He's taken whatsoever. A brilliant catch there. Smash for 10 runs of the first. What a win! But he gets his man and wins this battle. Danger man Anzar Chaugule gone for 57. And the truly Marians have got 2 new batsmen at the crease. 4 wickets down. Still a good over for the Marians in terms of runs. They've scored 10 runs in this over. We'll have to see what Bhavik is capable of here. Taking a good look at the field. He's glanced the leg side. He's glanced behind the keeper, the third man. Or is that taken? And he's given him back-to-back wickets for Ratchet. He didn't realize there was an edge there till the umpire put his finger up straight away. The keeper, the third man. There it looked like a nice delivery outside of drivable length and faint edge there. Straight to the keeper. The batsman knows it. And he's walking back without troubling the scorers. 125 for 5 now, the truly Marians after 16 overs. 4 overs to go. As the lower middle order will have to do the job of making the runs now. They still have Tekum over there, who is looking very, very good. Played a couple of deliveries and then a lovely lofted cover drive in the previous over. He'll be facing Samir. He's bowling nice left arm orthodox. Oh, playing a miss. There is a slip for Samir. Interesting. Bowling round the wicket to a left-hander. Oh, he's asked the slip to move out. Send him a little bit towards a straightish mid-wicket. That's flighted and that's flung away. Beautiful shot. So we don't know where that's gone, but that's gone for 6 for sure as the camera didn't move. Well, the umpires made the signal. Anything in the slot for Tekum looks like it's going to go. It's absolutely fine playing the good deliveries for dots. Everything else has to disappear. He scored 10 runs and all those runs are thanks to boundaries. So he's got his work cut out now, Samir. Started off the over nicely. Some disturbance there. Asked him to stop. He'll bowl that again. That's nicely played. It's a good delivery. Slightly outside off stump and that's turning in. So he's playing pretty compact there, Tekum. This one's flighted. Again steps out. And that disappears again for 6. So 2 sixes in this over. Samir, look at that. He steps out, takes it on the flight and places it over and steps out for a big, big 6. And that the timing has been excellent. Now he will change his side, not giving him much room to hit it on the leg side. That's flighted. And Just a single. Gets Nirav Vora on strike. Who's the new batsman batting at number 7 for the truly Marians. Last delivery for Samir. Can he get another wicket? Can he try and get the new batsman out first ball? You just have to wait and watch. Flighted and played defensively. Dot ball to end the over. 138 for 5 after 17 overs. 18 legal deliveries left now. And we'll have to see what the Marians have in store. The way he's striking, it can go anywhere. Couple of 4s or 6s in an over, which means 10 runs an over. They can reach the score of 168, probably 170, 75. If they're very optimistic, 180, 190. And the more we raise the stakes, the more fireworks have to come off the bat of this man on the middle of your screen. Jfsc is going to be bowling the 18th over. It's coming from over the wicket. He's bowled 2 overs, 7 runs and 1 wicket. It's been very economical. Will that number be respected by Tecum or no? We'll have to wait and watch. This looks like an exciting contest now. Played nice and late straight to the fielder. Will be a single to get Nirav on strike. It's good bowling by Jfsc. He's bowling it from over the wicket into the pads of the left-hander. Can't really get it away. Can just flick it. And it just that gone to short. Fine leg there. Again, change in the field. Fielder going on the leg side from the offside. Expecting a few slog hits from the batsman, Jfsc. Oh, it's a nicely bowled delivery. That had some good carry. Dot ball completely misses it. In fact, it goes past the outside edge. Another one just gets the inside edge, and they will definitely run a single there. It's Tecum on strike. Straight to the fielder. Direct hit, direct hit. And I think those fielders blinded the umpire there. Have a better view here. He's played that square on the offside. It's a throw. And he's comfortably made his ground there. Good view to the umpire as well. So not out, but good fielding. The Blasters have shown some good fielding efforts today. It's a nicely played shot straight to the fielder. Throw back to the keeper. Be more than glad to give away the single. Just 4 runs of this over. One more delivery to go. So Vishesh has truly been quite economical. Bowls with a short run up, but at his delivery is very busy. Nice stall action. And rips the ball just like that. Played it square of the wicket, and a play as a misfield there. That could have been a real chance. The keeper had already made it to the stumps, so Tekum will keep strike for the 19th over. The score is 1-4-3 for 5. Managed to put the brakes on the scoring in that over. The previous over was pretty good for the truly Marians. The run rate is 7.94. So 12 legal deliveries left, and a few spectators walking for their dinner break, which will be due in a few minutes after the first innings. Kunal into the attack. Two overs and none for 13. Again, been pretty economical. Nice shot. Smash straight down the ground. Where's that gone? That's gone all the way for 6. This man's dealing in 6s today. Already smashed 3 6s. Races on to 26. That wasn't a bad ball, but he just timed that so nice nicely. Shot. Almost muscled it straight over long off. Oh, made a good attempt there, but in vain. He's coming round the wicket, trying to cramp the angle for Kunal. Play and a miss there. Nicely bowled. That moved slightly away after pitching. And just missing the line on that occasion. Was looking to punch that through the cover region. He's then tried to pull that in his practice shot after the ball was bowled. This one's edged outside, and that's probably going to the boundary for 4. That's nicely saved. They managed to run 2 runs, and we'll be happy with that if he keeps most of the strike. The 150 comes up for the truly Marians. It surely is a psychological score to reach, especially if the score's that small. Smash straight down the ground. It's long off. Will ensure that's just a single. 9 runs of this over so far. What does Neeraj have in store? The truly Marians now looking only for boundaries and 6s, and understandably so. Wide-ish and very wide. This time it's a nice delivery. Oh, and another run out. Looking for a single. There was a yes-no, and another brilliant work done by the wicket-keeper. Must give him some special mention there. Excellent job. He was almost a couple of steps ahead where he realized that if he runs to the stumps, the batsman will make his ground. This time it's a nice steps out and a good throw. No, not this angle. So you realize that he's done a good job there. This time it's a nice. It's the replay again. It was a yes or no, and glad they didn't run out because Echo would have been gone for all money there. Didn't need him in the last over. As Jinesh Kothari comes to the crease. Will try to run a single. Another run out looks like. Is that going to be a run out? Yes, it is. The umpire gives that out where Jinesh was trying to look for a single and Tekum said, "No, buddy, I need the next over," and sent him back rightfully, only to lose his wicket. So two back-to-back run outs in the 19th over. Nal Singh bowling excellently after being smashed for 6 of the first delivery. So a lot happening here, especially in that 19th over. Started off with a 6. He's timing that so nicely. Oh, this is going to be a good contest. There's Vishesh, who's bowling some good pace, getting some good carry against Tekum, who's striking it beautifully on 29 runs of 15 deliveries. Got a great strike rate of 193. This is going to be entertaining. Last over before the innings break. How much can the truly Marians score here, being after put into bat by the Dbis Blasters? We'll have to wait and watch. Vishesh to Tekum. Short tries to pull that. They're going to look for 2. That's going to go for 4. That's a nice shot. There's a huge gap there between long on and probably a square leg. And it looks like there was no one there. Tries to pull that. Whole side is open there on the leg side. The easy pickings for Tekum, who's timing it so nicely. Shot edged over the keeper for 4. As they say, when you slash hard. It's exactly what he did. There's a reason why the offside is packed. It's because he's bowling short and hard on the offside. That one bounced and he slashed at that edge just over the keeper's head. Races down to find third for another boundary. Back-to-back boundaries. That's into the covers. Where's that going? That's another boundary. 3 boundaries in a row for Tekum, as he's doing the job brilliantly for the truly Marians. And 3 more deliveries to go as well. That one was driven nicely. That's into the covers. Must say that's not the best attempt from a fielder inside the circle. If that leaves you, that's going for 4. Missing out on his run up a little bit. Now coming to cram Tekum off some space, because he's coming round the wicket. Oh, the wicket has not worked. There's a boundary at covers, boundary behind the keeper, boundary at mid wicket. Yeah, what it is. Then Okay, that's gone straight to the fielder now, and they'll take a single. And Mohsin is the new batsman. Two more deliveries to go. I think he should just try to take a single and give Tekhum the chance. He's played a gem, 42 of 19. Wow. You just come to the party. And they run a single. Excellently played. Exactly what the doctor ordered. The last ball. What is going to happen now? The intention for Tekhum is going to be very, very clear. He has to send one out of the park or over the boundary rope. He'll be looking for boundaries. Vishesh, on the other hand, what is it that he's going to bowl? And think short and close, or something like a Yorker. Here he is, last delivery. Full ball, and that's smashed straight, and that's gone for a big, big six. Well, he attempted that Yorker, but he smashed that beautifully. Ends up with a score of not out on 48. And what an over it has been. All 20 runs of it as the rollers come out. That's another replay. Oh, beautiful. You can see that all day. So the end of 20 overs, truly Marians after put into bat a 173 for 7. We'll be back after the innings break. Back to the action. Dbis Blasters versus truly Marians. They have their work cut out now. They won the toss, chose to field. Targets 174 from 20 overs, 8.7 runs required per over. How are they going to start? Vatsal to open the innings and Amrish to bowl the first delivery. Full delivery, player in the gap. No runs. Good start. Dot ball, the line length was good. Nice shot, uppishly played and into the gap, spinning away from the fielder there. First boundary on the board. That looked like something that could have been stopped. And they're on their merry way. It was full and swinging away. He got the chance to free his arms. The fielder overrun it there. And that's an easy boundary for Vatsal. Dbis Blasters, when they were bowling, their fielding was pretty good, apart from the few misses that happened because of the ground sometimes. But they had a few run-outs, good throw-ins, good attempts. Marians will have to do the same thing. The fielding has to complement the bowling. That's a nice delivery. That one cut a little in on the batsman's pads. And he played a dot ball. Similar delivery. Vatsal not taking the risk there. Excellent delivery, excellent delivery. That was okay. It was going down as per the umpire. So third dot ball in a row. Last ball of the over. This one's hit straight down the ground. It's high up in the air. Where's that going? That is taken. That's the first wicket. Dbis Blasters have lost their first wicket. That was a foolish delivery. And he went through with the shot that was timed nicely, but not good enough to go over the fence for 6. There's a fielder placed right there. Look at that sweet strike. And there's a fielder long off. He takes a clean catch. And cheers all around for the fielding side now, as they've picked up 1 wicket in the first over. So pressure on the Blasters. They now require 170 runs from 19 overs. 8.95 is the required run rate. We're going to keep a close tab on that. They have to build partnerships. And one of them has to take a slight risk sometimes. Be brave, especially in the power play. So Yazad is the new bowler. Left arm fast. He will be bowling to Hemal. And he's bowled him first ball. That was bowled straight on the stumps. He went for a wild swipe of his first delivery. And he has to perish. Didn't spend much time in the middle there. You can see the replay. He came in running hot. Straight and on the stumps. Middle stump out of the ground. Back-to-back wickets now for the Marians as the Blasters find themselves at 4 for 2. What a start to the over by Yazad. Harnish is the new batsman. That's watchfully played. Dot ball. Harnish Shukla, Rachit Dedia, number 3 and number 4 for the Dbis Blasters. Really have to build a good partnership here. Yazad Vadia, great start to the over. Full and flicked away on the leg side. That's running away to the boundary. That's going to be 4 runs. Great way to open his account. Harnish Shukla looked very calm and composed when he flicked that wide off short fine. You can see that in the replay. That was bowled on the pads on middle stump. Nicely played shot that. Finding the middle of the bat and racing away to the boundary and square for 4. That'll give them some confidence. Lost 2 wickets at 4 runs. Scary sight when you're in single digits and chasing a relatively big score. Here's Yazad again. Good contest. Another full ball. Watchfully played. And slight confusion there in the middle between the batsmen, and they decide not to run. Yazad to Harnish. That one's gone down the leg side. Big appeal, big appeal. Nothing given by the umpire. It's probably it flicked his pads. He was looking for that flick again. It was bowled on leg stump, slightly outside leg stump. Dangerously close there. Look at that replay. Probably flicking the thigh pad on the way. Last delivery to Harnish. Oh, that was a nicely bowled delivery. Another dot ball, just the one boundary of the over. The score's 8 for 2 after 2 overs. Ambrish again, nice delivery. Almost Yorker length, and they get a single there. Really dug that one out, Rachit. Gets Harnish back on strike. Ambrish Thakur successful in the first over to Harnish. Oh, that one climbed on him a little bit. He had to check his shot. In the end, dot ball. Oh, they're getting some bounce off the pitch. Interesting. Oh, that's way wide. Totally missing his line and length on that occasion. Good take by the keeper behind the stumps. Nice effort diving to his left. Flicked beautifully. And that's a pretty looking shot there for 4. Races on to square leg boundary. And I think anything on the pads bowled to Harnish, he's going to go at it. Let's check the replay. It was on the pads. Nicely played. Beautifully shot. Very graceful there on the leg side. Another 4 runs. That's exactly the way you go about chasing a score. Punish the bad ones, respect the good ones, and keep taking the singles in the middle. That should be the mantra for the Blasters if they have to chase this target. The run rate's gone upwards of 9 runs an over now. We're just in the third. You know how scores can change drastically. Marians had managed just 73 runs off their first 10 overs. And after that, they climbed on to almost 100 runs. So it's proof on point that if you pace your innings nicely, you will surely be rewarded if you build your innings nicely. So that's what the Blasters camp will be hoping for. Harnish there in the middle, looking in good touch. And he's a tough customer. He's a fighting guy. He's not going to let it go so easily. Ambrish again. This one's slightly wideish. Where's that gone? That's gone in the gap. That's gone for 4. That was very wide. He lunged towards it, put all the body weight behind it, and found the gap on the offside. Back-to-back boundaries for Harnish as he moves on to 12 runs. All runs coming out of boundaries for him. Ambrish again to Harnish. Oh, that stayed low, and there was a little change of pace there. Good comeback by Ambrish. Nice shot. Nice looking shot. Straight to the field. A slight misfield. Stops that. And they run 2. For 2 at the end of 3 overs. Rachit will take strike now. Yazadwadia, excellent first over, 1 for 4. He bowling to Rachit for the first time in this match. Sarnish on the other end. That's nicely bowled. Good effort. Slightly slippery there. Is given a warning by the umpire for running on the pitch in the danger zone. Right, sensitive area there for the match progression. So he'll have to run away from the pitch as soon as he pitches the ball. In the air, and just a single, falls in no man's land there. Happy to exchange strike with Harnish. So this has been a good contest even in the last over. Yazad and Harnish. I think it'll be quite entertaining even now. Two very able players playing against each other. Oh, that's a beautifully played shot. It was down the leg side. All he had to do is place it nicely. A sweet little glance there on the leg side. Fine leg had no chance. Look at that. Yes, he knew what he was doing. That's a beautifully played over the ball when he played it. It's always going to be 4 when the batsman's played it with the right technique. Anybody watching, that's how you play the leg glance. Quick chat with the captain there for Yazad. Just trying to see if there is any tips that the captain can give him, because he's been picked for 2 4s on the leg side. Play and a miss, play and a miss. That's a dot ball. That was way wide. That went. Anish was looking to drive that. That was a little far away from his reach. Could have been a wide ball. I don't know. The umpire would have given him that. Oh, that's edge. Gets the outside edge. That's going to be 4. Third man inside the circle. Luck favors Harnish this time. Unlucky for Yazad as he gets the outside edge on that occasion. Lunges forward. Ball moves slightly away from the batsman's bat, but just takes the edge along the way. And easy pickings. 5 boundaries now for Harnish. Score moves on to 29 in the 4th over. One more delivery to go. Last ball. Full and on the stumps, played back to the bowler. Dot ball to end the over. 29 for 2 after 4. Ambrish back into the attack. It's nicely flicked. Are they going to look for two? Yes, they do. Good running between the wickets. Nice start to the over. Rachit this time. Most of the runs have come on the deliveries that have been straying on the leg stump. So they'll have to watch their line there. Marians. Play and a miss. He tried to hit that a little too hard. Rachit. Missing out on that occasion. Steps out, flicks it over mid-wicket for a 4. What a shot that is. He anticipated that ball coming on the middle stump. Takes a step ahead. Picks it on the full. Flicks it away. We'll have to wait and watch. Is that a 4 or a 6? What a beautiful looking shot. The ball was flying. Mid-wicket for a 4. Gone for 6. What a shot. Looked like a 4, but the replay, I think, was conclusive enough that it was a 6. Oh, it's a boundary as confirmed by the umpire. So boundary of the delivery of Ambrish. This one's bowled outside the off stump, and the umpire now calls that a wide. That looked wide, that moved away as soon as it pitched. And that was bowled wide enough. So to add insult to injury, we'll have to bowl that again. Ambrish. That's going down leg again. Batsman has a guard of the leg stump and did not move even a single bit. It's an excellent bowl by Ambrish. Yorker length, wrapped him on the pads, wrapped him on the boot rather. And umpire instantly saying, no sir. So leg buys. 2 more deliveries to go. Ambrish to Harnish. Looking to cut that, but ball came a little slower than he would have expected there. Gets the bottom edge back to the back to the bowler. Dot ball. Another wide. It's turning out to be a good over for the Blasters. Not so good for Ambrish. Last ball on the pads again. Play it into the gap for a single as he keeps strike for the next over. Harnish. So after 5 overs, the Blasters are 39 for 2, requiring 135 runs from 15 overs. That's exactly 9 runs per over. Easily gettable if they keep wickets. There will be the odd big over or 2 What's important is keep punishing the bad balls and try to take as many singles as possible, which this pair have done successfully. See Harnish batting on 23, Rachit on 8, playing a watchful innings, giving his partner the strike and building a nice little partnership here. 35 runs now in this pair. Harshit comes to bowl, spin into the attack. There's Harnish. Foolish delivery. Tapped away. That's a misfield there. Where's that going? Where's that going? Oh, it's gone for 4, is it? Yes, that is. Highly unfortunate there. Fielder at mid-off running to his left to stop a ball that was nicely placed. Not much power behind it. Misses it completely. The outfield's fast. It races away to the boundary for 4. That's swept away beautifully. That's going to be another boundary. That was a nice half volley on leg stump. Harnish just helped it on the way. The square leg boundary for 4. What a good start to the over it's been. The run rates climbed to 8.81 now. That's a good one. I think that's within the limit that they require to chase this target. So good batting by Harnish, who moves into the 30s. Wide-ish ball played straight to the fielder and manages single. It's played with soft hands. Harshit really being welcomed onto the bowling crease with 2 boundaries by Harnish. Let's see what he's got in store for Rachit. Plays off the back foot, pulls it towards mid-wicket. Easy pickings for the bowler there, for the fielder there. Just a single. 10 runs of the over already for the Dbis Blasters. Another one, and that's gone. Big wicket. Trying to sweep like he did in this over previously. The ball bounced a little, got the top edge, and went straight to the fielder. Had shot fine. Look at that top edge there. It's a little casual on that occasion. It's gone. Big wicket. The danger man, who was looking trying so good for the Blasters, has to make the slow walk back to the dugout. As the Dbis Blasters are 49 for 3 in the last over of the power play. Gosh, how does the scene change so fast in a T20 game? The danger man, who had raced to 30 plus runs, has to walk away, and number 5 now, Himmat. Harshit to Himmat. First ball, bowling random round. Oh, that shapes away. Beautiful delivery. Flight, spin, everything in it. Batsman has no reply. Dot ball to end the over. Blasters are 49 for 3 after 6. Cruising along with a run rate of 8.17. What's slightly problematic is the wicket section. They've lost 3 wickets in the power play. So that's a small hole that they'll have to climb out of. It's nicely played by Rachit. It's a fielder there. Will be a single. It's looking comfortable to step out and take the ball on the full and place it in the gaps. Good intent, I must say. Himmat is back into the attack. Dbis. So some field changes for the left-hander. Dbis to Himmat. Nicely bowled and single taken there. Play and a miss that spun a little. That's the reason why it beat the blade of the bat. Steps out. It's a nice shot. It's bisected both the fielders from deep mid wicket and long on for a 4. Excellent looking shot by Rachit. Stepping out and placing it in the right gap in style. It's a nice shot. It looked like a very composed batsman's shot. Not much on it. Just doing the right business and getting done with it. Nice fielding. Another dot ball in the over. Last delivery to Rachit. Steps out, takes it on the full straight to the fielder. Another dot ball to end the over. Excellent over. Just the 6 runs from it. 55 for 3 after 7. It's an excellent shot. Rachit into the act now. It's an excellent shot. Himmat there, I beg your pardon. Harshit is greeted with a boundary first up. Nice shot down the ground. That's another misfield that's gone for 4. Back-to-back boundaries to start the 8th. And the Blasters won't complain. The runs are flowing thick and fast here. Harshit 18 runs conceded off his 8 deliveries already. You can clearly see they're finding it slightly difficult to grip the ball. Using the towel to dry it as much as possible. Oh, that's play and a miss. This was really nicely flighted. Almost looked very inviting there. Himmat went for it. Beat the bat on that occasion. Looking for one, manage it easily. It's nicely played towards mid-wicket. That's looking for 2, but sent back thanks to a nice effort in the deep. 10 runs coming off this over. Good over so far for the Blasters. Himmat also looking in some good touch along with Rachit. Nicely played towards mid-wicket. It's picked away beautifully. And that's another misfield for 4. What is happening in the field? It's not easy. Nicely with played the ball zipping up some dew. It's quite slippery there. Beautifully. And 69 for 3 after 8. They're batting with a good run rate of 8.6. And they require 105 runs of 12 overs. The run rate that was slightly above 9 has dropped to 8.75. So numbers in the last few overs looking positive for Dbis Blasters. They would want these 2 gentlemen in the middle to continue in their merry way. They're batting pretty much very nicely. No complaints really. Rachit on 15 took his time when Harnish was at the crease. It's now looking quite promising along with Himmat. He's got a few boundaries to his name as well. Dbis comes into the attack. Steps out to Dbis, bowls it wide in anticipation, and it's going to be a wide. First ball. Full toss ball into the cover. Where's that going? That's going to the boundary for 4. Nobody's stopping that from Rachit. There's all the time in the world as Dbis tossed it up really nice. He also got decent that there to free his arms at the gap. Another over starts with 5 runs. So the Marians have their work cut out now. Picked up from the offside. He's smashed that for another 4. He shuffled on towards his off stump and took that nicely and swept it away to the square leg boundary for 4. Brilliant improvisation from Rachit, I must say. Making things very, very difficult for the Blasters. 96 runs required now. As required runs go to double digits from 70 deliveries. So that's 8.23 is the required run rate. They need a wicket to break this partnership. That's nicely played for a single. Nice looking shot. Couldn't have got the timing on it as much as he would have liked the Himmat. Will be happy to take the single and give the strike back to Rachit. 11 runs off the first 4 deliveries. Scores 80 for 3 in the 9th. Oh, that's nicely tossed up, and that spun a lot. There is something for the spinners if they really toss it up. An extra rip always helps spin the ball much more. Oh, it's a beautiful shot straight down the ground and straight to the fielder as well. Long gone, standing pretty straightish. So ends with a single. 81 for 3 after 9. Run rate is 9 runs and over for the Blasters. They have recovered pretty nicely from 4 for 2 in the first couple of overs. Had some big overs in the middle there. There will be a change in the bowling now. Tekum comes to bowl. Has he got something special with the ball today? With the bat, he did a phenomenal job. Scored 42. Oh, it's nicely flicked. Straight to the fielder. It's a dangerous shot to play there. The ball that is trying to sweep the ball that's coming straight on the stumps. One miss and the umpire won't bat an eyelid to give you out. Just to watch it. Steps out again. This time it's wide of long on, but straight to the fielder, deep mid wicket. That sound of the bat, so sweet. Doesn't find the boundary though at that occasion. You have Himmat now on strike. Some shuffling happening for the left hand right hand combination. Pulled away. It's into the gap. That's gone for 4, is it? Oh, unfortunately, it is. Great attempt there by the fielder. It was very difficult to stop it with the foot. Gave it his all. Cannot stop the boundary though. Nicely pulled away by Himmat. Look at that, was shot and he rocked back and placed it. Pulled away. Just in front of shot fine there. A big gap. Flies through the practice pitches for 4. They come again. That's tossed up and that's beautifully played. It's gone for 4. What a cover drive that is. That sounded sweet. That was placed in the right place. Slightly full and wide there by Tekum. Flighted as well. All he had to do is lunge forward, reach out to it and drive it slightly wide of the fielder standing at cover. No chance on the boundary. Another over with 9 runs on the board in the first 4. So they're cruising along nicely, Dbis Blasters. It's the absolute risk-free innings played by the batters. Dot ball. Just tried to sweep something that was very far away from him there, Himmat. The ball turning after that. See this? Yeah. It's out of his reach. Spinning away. That is surely going down the offside, off stump. Last delivery. They come to Himmat. This one's going to be called wide. Okay, let's cancel the decision. I think the batsman said I've got some bat on it. And scores 90 for 3 after 10 overs as the players take drinks. Back to the action after the break. Dbis Blasters cruising along nicely. Require 84 runs from 10 overs. And truly, Marians was 73 at the halfway stage when they were batting. I think the Blasters have recovered wonderfully after being 4 for 2 in the early 2 overs of their chase. Nimish will be the new bowler. We're bowling his first delivery to Rachit, left arm orthodox. That's nicely played for a single. Good to just move your body along after having that break. Can't go after it straight. We've seen a lot in cricket. Something happens after the break always, especially for big partnerships. Have to wait and watch what's in store here. Left arm orthodox to left-handed batsman. So wide. Yorker length. Straight to long on. Looking for 2. No, they don't. There's a single. They have no reason to take any risk. Rachit and Himmat batting nicely there. And good little partnership here. This one's nicely played. Almost a jab sweep. Sweep. .94 for 3 now. .94 for 3. That's cut away nicely. Good fielding. Good fielding. The throw's not good enough. They managed to take a single. Good backing up by Rachit there to reach in time. That's gone down the leg side. Another wide. Six runs of this over so far. Nicely played. They're looking for 2. Just a single on that occasion. Will come over the wicket to bowl to Himmat. If you're wondering why it's taking time between the overs, because the left-hand, right-hand combination. The field changes after every delivery. It's uppishly played. Another single to end the over. It's 98 for 3 after 11. Blasters require 76 from 9 overs. definitely need to break this partnership. Truly Marians. They're quite happy to tap the ball around for singles and doubles and hit the bad balls for four. So he needs something that could rattle the batsman a little bit, and that's exactly what's happening. There's Yazad who's come back to bowl from left arm over. Bowling to Himmat. Batting on 26, takes his guard for the fast bowler. Little bit of a hold up there. So 2 runs required to put 100 on the board. 1 run required for this partnership for making 50 runs. And here's Yazad to Himmat. Nice little slow full toss. Are they going to run for 2? No, just a single. That is the 50 partnership for this pair. It's come in 31 deliveries. 32 deliveries. Almost 10 runs and over they've played at. So this is the partnership that is pulling the Marians down. A thorn in the flesh, really. Yazad to Rachit. That's gone high. Falls in no man's land. Doesn't get enough bat on it. And gets it quite high on the bat. And just a single. It's looking to hit it big there. Missed out on that occasion. It's nicely played. Straight down to long on. Just a single. They need a few deliveries and overs like this to contain the batsman. Maybe that'll make them take a risk, and the possibility of a wicket shall arise then. At the moment they look like they're cruising and playing nicely. I don't think they will mind playing off Yazad, who's into his 3rd over. He's bowled really, really well. Nicely bowled. Call back. No, says the non-striker. Dot ball. full and driven into the gap. Are they going to look for two? No, they won't. Straight to the fielder. No point in running there. Just the 4 runs of this over. Nicely bowled by Azad, bowling to his field, not giving much room to the batsman, making them think what will be the next delivery. So there is Himmat in the middle, as you see. Straight to the fielder. Good work, 2 dot balls in the over, just 4 of it from Yazad. Brilliant one. $104 for 3. $70 runs required now of 8 overs. I think wickets are the key for the fielding side here now. They have to look at taking a wicket. So Nimesh comes back to the attack, taken on the full, driven to the cover region. There's a fielder there. Does a good job. Single back to the bowler. Slightly expensive in his first over there. It's flung away on the leg side. It's a big slog sweep. That is gone for 4. Excellent shot. It was placed in the gap. Got it very high and got the elevation, but really far away from the fielder. Just drops inside the boundary. 1 bounce and 4. That would release the pressure of the previous over. The required run rate is back below 8.5. $65 runs required from 46 deliveries. What's going to happen now? Play and a miss, and missed by the keeper as well. He got some good bounce on it. Really unfortunate for the bowler there. The keeper not following the ball, getting beaten by the ball itself. No movement there. Play, miss. Lots of movement for the ball that bounced, spun into the batsman, beating him. 113 now for 3. Partnership moves on to 62 of 40 deliveries. Taken on the full, smash straight down the ground, and that's another misfield for 4. It's the outfield that's not very easy. You often tend to outrun the ball because of the dew. Taken on the full, smash down on this occasion. And then that's another 4 runs added to the tally. So back to back boundaries for Himmat. For the Blasters, really. There's a boundary of 4 byes in between. That's a fine edge, and it's again gone for a single. It's very lucky. He didn't find the gap there. Got an inside edge. 14 runs of this over. Wrapped on the stumps, that's plumb. It was full and straight. Rachid probably played for the spin, and that was crashing onto middle stump. They've got their man, and that 118 crashing for 4 now. Spin, and that was crashed. Finally gets rewarded. Nimesh Kanunga. .34 in 29 for the last batsman. In comes Ankur Mehta, the captain of the Dbis Blasters, to the crease. There's Himmat, who's playing brilliantly. He's batting on 41 from just 22 deliveries. Fantastic strike rate of 186. And smashed 8 boundaries so far. So he is the man the Blasters will be hoping to continue his bat. So Shahzad Wadia back into the attack. Marians sniffing a wicket again. What a shot that is. He slashed that over square for a boundary there. Again. What a excellent shot that is by Himmat, who moves on to 45 of 23 deliveries. It's been courageous all the while, as his name suggests. Slightly slower delivery, tapped on the leg side, will be looking for 2. No, there's going to be only 1. Smash straight down the ground, 1 bounce to the fielder. Just a single. Good start by Ankur. .50 runs needed now. Almost 7 runs in over. They need wickets. Shahzad can deliver, we know that. It's going to be a wide down the leg side. He'll have to bowl that again. Nicely bowled on the pads. Got beaten for a little bit of pace there. Be a dot ball. He was quick to go and grab the ball himself, Yazad. Looks quite pumped at the moment. They need the wicket of Himmat. Marians can then think about strategizing for a victory only when they get the main man out. And it's a good contest. Almost goes on to the stumps. Last delivery. One, two, 5 for 4. Yazad bowling the last delivery of his quota of 4 overs. Another inside edge. He's very lucky there, Himmat. And very happy to give away the dot balls to see the end of Yazad, who completes figures of 1 for 24. The Blasters require 49 runs from 6 overs. Surely, they know with the danger man gone, they can just tap it around for singles and doubles and easily get to their target. But do the truly Marians have something left in their armour? As Ankit takes strike, Ankur takes strike. Ankur Mehta, the captain of the Dbis Blasters. Nice way to start. Play and a miss. Nimish successful in his previous over to get the danger man out. That's a beautiful shot by Ankur. That's almost put down there. It's a nice juicy half volley outside the off stump. Played uppishly into the cover region. That's a beautiful shot by excellent shot. Himmat now. He'll look to free his arms against Nimish. Tried to sweep that. That's pitching outside leg, hitting outside, so the umpire says no. But it struck nicely. That is going to be just a single. Play and a miss. It's turning out to be an excellent over for truly Marians. Nimesh into the act now. 3 dot balls and 2 singles in this over. He's tried to hit that straight and that's gone for 6. That one was full. And a half volley picked up nicely straight over the bowler's head for a 6. Not want to miss out on that opportunity. Look at that. Nice flight to hit that. It's in the right place, into the hitting mark. And that's travelling. So excellent overs. Figures spoilt in the end by that 6. Gave away 8 nonetheless. And Nimish is 1 for 30 in his quota of 3 overs. Blasters need 41 runs from 5 overs. Long chat in the middle there. Request for changing the ball there. So it's probably wet and cannot grip it. Back to the action now. One, 3 for 4. As Amrish comes back to the attack. This will be his last over. 1 for 27 of his 3. Oh, it's nicely bowled. That will be Dbis. A fair share of leaking some freebies for the Blasters. Comes to bowl over the wicket. And big shot, attempted good fielding effort there. Ankur Mehta is looking to heave the ball into the mid-wicket region in front of square. 39 runs required from 28 deliveries. They're still searching for wickets. So wide down the leg side. They'll be happily taking that. Himmat and Ankur. Sounded sweet of the bat. Straight to long off for a single. Amrish to Ankur. 4th delivery. That's a beautiful strike. Where's that going? It's going all the way for 6. Ankur Mehta. Lots of power behind that shot. Half volley outside. Full strike. Stump. Where's that? Hit that straight over long off for a big, big 6. That was travelling. That'll ease off the pressure a little bit from the blasters. Another shot, another big shot. Oh, that falls in no man's land. Manage a couple there. Living dangerously on that occasion. Ankur. Oh, it's slightly away from the fielder there. It will be just a single. For a moment they thought that that was officially played. Could have been really far away. "28 runs required, 4 overs now." Blasters have done themselves a good job here while batting second. They'd done a decent job with the bowling. Conceded 20 runs in the last over. Always puts the pressure back on the team coming into bat. Lost 2 early wickets and then a couple of good partnerships in the middle. Steadied their ship. Looks still pretty steady right now. 146 for 4. Just the 28 runs needed. The kind of batting Ankur is doing could be over in a jiffy. But we'll have to wait and watch. Dbis comes to bowl. Play and a miss, gets the inside edge. Player has to run towards the boundary there. Saves it. Is he going to call for 2? Nope. Just the 1 run. Could have capitalized on that, but gets Himmat on strike. He is nearing a milestone, just a hit away for his 50. Attempt to sweep, but not getting enough power, but they'll be happy with a single. They know there'll be a boundary or 2 that surely comes in these 4 overs. No point in taking risks. To wait and watch what the captain does. Is he happy doing this, or he wants to hit a few big ones and finish this match? It's good amount of dew developed on the field, making it very difficult for the bowling side to field, to grip the ball while bowling. Dbis to Ankur. Nice shot straight down the ground. 1 bounce and 4. What a shot that is by Ankur. Big heave for that half volley and picks his spot nicely wide of long run Another boundary to the tally. Almost a run per ball required now. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. That's got a lot of flight and the ball is lost. What a shot that is from Ankur. We just felt that he doesn't want to hang in there for a long time. That ball is there to be hit. He is going to send it. Some big sixes by Ankur. And just 16 needed. There's also... That's a nice shot. That's in the gap. Where's that going? That's going for 4. Looks like the Marians have no comeback whatsoever for this onslaught. It's wide-ish. Cut away very hard. Goes past the fielder. That's in the gap. Can only look at the ball past the boundary for 4. Excellent batting here. 16 runs of this over. 12 needed now. Another one hit straight down the ground. That's another boundary. What is happening here? Ankur has taken Dbis to the cleaners. That one wide-ish. One hit. And he finds a spot. That's another boundary. He's raced on to 37 of just 14 deliveries. Absolutely taking the match away from the truly Marians. It's been a commendable effort from the Blasters. All this while that we got entertained by Ankur's batting. Himmat's been on 49. Sweet success. He tries to take that single now. Slightly casual on that occasion. There's Mohsin. Couple of hits away there, Himmat. I've got the match surely in the bag now. Another one, another dot ball. Is he trying to tap that or cut that? Was probably slightly double-minded there. Rare dot balls towards the fag end of this chase. That's very wide. Missing his line on that occasion, Mohsin. Tossed up and tapped down the ground for a single, and that's his 50. When his team needed him the most, he's battled it out and played a nice little partnership with Rachit. Now he's there in the end with his captain. This partnership also reaching 50 runs as Himmat scored 50. So, sweet milestone, team milestone for the Blasters. Tries to pull that away, taking the strike. Tried to hit that a little too hard on that occasion, Ankur. Want to finish it off. Now just 5 needed. Himmat on strike. Couple of deliveries left. Flighted and happy to take the single there. Right, there is Ankur on strike. It's the last delivery of the 18th over. One hit away from winning this match in style, the Dbis Blasters. And he's given him. What an anticlimax there. He tried to heave that and hit that far away, Ankur Mehta. But what a job he's done for his team. Strike rate of 231. 37 runs and 16 deliveries. And allows Mohsin to get his first wicket. Just 3 runs of that over. I think the wicket keeper's in a little bit of a pain there. That ball went behind the stumps and the appeal was made. The fielder had thrown it back to the keeper and he didn't see it. Got hit on the back. I think he's fine. Wearing his helmet again. So Himmat still at the crease. 51 is his score. 4 runs required. 2 overs left. Run out chance. They missed that. It's a dangerous run. Purzin on strike. Jinesh is bowling this 19th over for the truly Marians. Single. Oh, that's a slight misfield. Won't take it. Game's gone slow. Tayman, there's a slip in place. 2 runs needed. 1 hit away. And he tries to sweep that. That's no man's land. Are they going to run for 2? Yes, they do. That's how they win this match, Dbis Blasters. They won this match by 5 wickets. An excellent clinical chase in the end. Himmat stays not out on 52. 54 rather. And it's been a fine contest of bat and ball today. Nice good score of 173 chased down with an over to spare. The commanding performance by the Blasters. That's it from us here. Thank you, and we'll see you on another day with another match.